Hey guys, this is Stock Market Investor Live. The news today, it says that peak power demand seen in June to be in line with year earlier GCQ levels, the General Community Quarantine levels, lockdown levels. So reading further, the Independent Electricity Market Operator of the Philippines, IEMOP, said Friday that the dry season peak for power demand will remain subdued. So it will remain not that very volatile, subdued, relative to pre-pandemic levels. So during pre-pandemic levels, it is hopping, but now it is still subdued. With the June forecast more or less in line with the peak recorded in June 2020, when Metro Manila was observing a more relaxed form of quarantine known as General Community Quarantine or GCQ. In a virtual briefing, IEMOP Manager for Pricing, Valuation and Analysis, John Paul S. Grida said that projected peak demand between March and June will increase steadily in a linear manner, not in an exponential, only linear. He said the projections for the 4 months assume peak demand that is level with demand during the GCQ of 2020. We also considered the La Nina phenomenon, Mr. Grida said, referring to the weather phenomenon that typically produces cooler temperatures. La Nina is also, for me, La Nina is also characterized by rainy season. So there will be flooding if the volume of rain will be that be larger volume of rain. So that is associated with La Nina too, because of maybe poor infrastructure, drainage system, and climate change. So going on, the projected peak demand levels for March, April, May, and June are 11,426 megawatts, 11,821 megawatts for May, and for April, 12,216 megawatts for May, and 12,611 megawatts for June, respectively. In June 2019, the system's peak demand was 13,450 megawatts. So on average, it was below the peak demand in the year 2019. That is about 1,000 megawatt lower compared to the year 2019. So because it averaged in 12,000 megawatt peak demand, in June 2019, the system's peak demand was 13,450 megawatt. That is 1,000 megawatt greater. So continuing, the peak forecasts apply only to the Luzon and Visayas islands. So Mindanao is not yet included in the wholesale electricity spot markets WASM operations. In January and February, system peak demand was 11,015 megawatts and 11,485 megawatts respectively. So the earnings for those power companies, so we own SPC Power Corporation, Meralco Power Corporation, and AC Energy Corporation, so will be slightly affected, but not that great enough because it's just at least 2,000 megawatt lower than the levels in year 2019. So the average spot price in February declined. So this is very important too, because the average spot price, the price of electricity in the spot market in February declined 15.1% for power generators. Of course, if you sell power in order to be distributed to the consumers, the price of that power, according to this news, declined 15.1% from a month earlier to 2.22 per kilowatt hour, pesos per kilowatt hour. According to Mr. Graida, the spot price is expected to remain at 2 pesos per kilowatt hour level for the summer months. So at least it is stabilizing, or it's in the equilibrium state, that is, it's in the 2 pesos per kilowatt hour. It's not a drastic or substantial decline. So last month, the IEMOP said that it hopes to launch the wholesale electricity spot market in Mindanao by June, after the Energy Regulatory Commission approved the WESM's price determination methodology as expressed in a manual of WESM guidelines, principles, and pricing mechanisms. The IEMOP is a non-profit corporation that operates the WESM, a venue for generators to sell excess power not covered by contracts, and where customers can buy additional output on top of these contracts. So scanning through, so we look at the last traded price for SPC Power Corporation. So it was traded at 10 pesos at 10.08 pesos. It is down from 10.10 peso per share. So it has a outstanding of 1,496,551.80 1,496,551,803 shares outstanding. So it has a par value of 1 peso per share. So we also look at Manila Electric Company. So that's Manila Electric Company, or Meralco. It also fell to 271 pesos per share from 275 pesos per share. It has an outstanding of 1,127,098,705 shares. This Meralco company has a par value of 10 peso per share. So going to my wives and eyes portfolio. So we can review our portfolio. So relatively, our total account equity value is 1,240,209.49 peso. So our SPC Power Corporation has a capital appreciation of 40.15%. And our Manila Electric Company is down by 2.92%. That's okay. That will give us more opportunity to buy more shares of Manila Electric Company once our dividends from SPC Power Corporation will arrive, and our dividends from GMA Network Incorporated also arrive. So when these two companies give us dividends, we will we will add more in Manila Electric Company if this will continue to go down the price. So we believe that that is an unjustifiable pessimism. So the more they sell it down, the greater opportunity that we will have to add more to our Manila Electric Company shares. So thank you guys for watching. See you on our next video.